What's up, YouTube? This is Mo Dude. Man, it's a pretty bad day today. Cowboys lost. Stupid mistake. That's alright. Yesterday, CM Punk lost. That's alright also because AJ fucking Styles is the new champ, baby. He went over on Ambrose. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. Backlash was alright. It wasn't great, but that match was tight. Like it was some shit. It was tight. AJ getting the victory kind of reminded me of the same pop I got when he actually showed up during Royal Rumble. That was fucking sick. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a little review. Some of my predictions went down. They went down pretty alright. Not in the fashion that I had booked them to, but nonetheless. Naomi lost. I said she was going to go over, but she looked like the wrestler out of all 6 of them, so that's a plus. She had the attire. The athleticism was there. It was badass, dude. One thing I want to note: Becky did win the championship. However, I'm getting kind of tired and burned out over the fake tears when the guys get the belt. Take a look at it, and they do that. Well, first, it's obviously a fake cry. And if you were crying, your mascara would have been running. I saw no signs of that. So it's like, if you're not going to actually cry for real, don't do it. Because then someone like me catches on to it. It kind of ruins your validation. It's a bad gimmick. And, yeah. In this match, there was very little fuck-ups. There was this one botch. Naomi was trying to get Natty over the ropes. Her Corona lock. It took her about 3 tries to get it, but she finally got it. It was tight. The crowd did boo, but it wasn't out of boredom or it wasn't go away heat. It was more like a disappointing boo because everything was going perfect, and then that spot just kind of like it stuck out. Soon after, we had the Usos. They beat the Hype Bros like I said they would. That was pretty tight. So it looks like they're gonna use that leg gimmick from the top rope into the half crab from now on. That's pretty cool though. It's unique. I haven't seen it before. Miz went over on Ziggler. I guess his wife pepper sprayed Ziggler in the face, or maybe she sprayed some perfume. It'd be more believable if it was perfume because I can see her walking down to the ring with perfume because she's that type of person. Miz was over, like he was way over with the crowd, and like I said, he is a better heel champion than Ziggler would be a face champion. Ziggler, I mean, I'm down to trade Ziggler over to Raw for like Cesaro after the best of 7. I mean, Ziggler's just not something I watch SmackDown for. Ever since the draft, I've been alright missing Raw. Like Balor was over there, and I wasn't too hyped about it. But I haven't missed the SmackDown Live yet, so that's pretty tight. Yeah, Miz retains. Actually, the first 2 minutes of that Miz versus Ziggler fight resembled the first 2 minutes of the Mickey Gall versus CM Punk fight. Gets him with the takedown, gives him the ground and pound. Miz turns, grounds and pound the back, hits him with the rear naked choke. So that's exactly how Punk went down. And I was just like, I marked out for that. It sucks that Punk went down, but you know he'll be back and he's gonna kick some ass. Like he just needed to get in there, shake off the wiggle, see what it's like. He'll be alright. He'll be straight. Usos with their heel turn, man, that shit's gold. That's where the money's at. They lost all the paint and they lost the Haka gimmick. And I mean that's cool. We didn't really need it. I mean we couldn't really hear them. Every time they came out, I kind of felt bad for their voices because it's like, damn, they're screaming so loud, but it's not. It's for nothing. No one reacts to it. They get nothing. They do have the best. To me, they have one of the best entrance themes. And man, when it comes out, everybody's just like. But it kind of it's ruined because they go through that, you know, that 1 minute haka, that ritual, and well. When they come out straight to that synth, and then whatever that dude's saying, and now I'm on top, cause I'm looking down, cause we're never gonna stop, or whatever they're saying. That's a good theme song to come out to like that. You can't have anything in front of it that'll blemish. And I mean, it was pretty cool. They came out. It looked like what the kids wear you buy from PacSun. The what is it? The stars and stuff like that. Almost like ASAP Rocky's apparel. They came out to that with these white hoodies, and that was badass. Dude's talking straight shit to the crowd, bucking at people, just fucking healing hard. Lita showed up, and she did the dab thing. No more dabbing. Stop dabbing. We don't need to dab no more. It's over. It looks weird when people who aren't into shit do it, because it's just like, oh man, it's just cringe. I mean, they did mention Cena's name, and he got booed bad. It's the half and half. So Cena, wherever you're at, they still hate you. Then Bray Wyatt is shown kicking Randy Orton's ass, so I knew there had to be something to not make either one of them look weak. They had to have Kane come fill in the spot because Randy Orton was unclear to fight. So it took a beating from Kane. He took a couple spots. Bray Wyatt took a couple spots, took a couple bumps onto the chair. He took an RKO, and then finally another choke slam to finish him off. So it took a lot to finish off Bray Wyatt. I like how they made him look strong right there. And they didn't want to see Bray Wyatt beat Randy Orton, so they kind of saved that finish. I'm guessing they're just gonna do away with the whole Brock Lesnar Randy Orton feud. I mean, if they went back to it, that'd be cool. I wouldn't be tripping. Maybe get all three of them in the mix. The ass kicking that was delivered to Randy Orton from Bray Wyatt backstage was very attitude-like. It was reminiscent of the Attitude Days. I think there was even this dude that worked at the stadium or the arena, and he had no knowledge of them fighting. He comes back and he's just like, he reacted like a regular person would react. He's like, stop! And I'm guessing the camera guy or the production crew behind told him to dip out, get out of picture, because he did get out of picture, and then the referee came around like super fast. So I'm pretty sure that was a shoot. Yeah, Usos versus Heath and Rhino. Rhino, obviously they were over Usos. They were pretty smart when they came out. They're kind of telling everybody to shh. So it made it seem like they were demanding everybody not to cheer for them, when really no one just wanted to cheer for them. I personally thought it was a badass little gimmick they got going on. But Heath and Rhino went over on the Usos. They got a pretty alright pop. The belts, dude, man, they look generic and they look pretty, whatever, when they're just sitting on that mantle. But man, once they're put on the shoulders and they got that background color to the blue and then onto the silver, it looked pretty tight. It brought them to life. It gave them character. So I actually like those belts better than the pennies from Raw. So that's a plus for me. By the way, I didn't watch it, but I heard Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin, they had a pre-show match, which is weird because there was this. I thought the pay-per-view was going to end at 10. AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose was over at 10:35, which means that they probably didn't need that pre-show spot. They could have just scooted everybody back that 15 minutes. And that would have been enough time for Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. The thing is with Baron Corbin, he looks like a legit badass. For example, if you get all the WWE guys and you put them in the hood and you're walking through the hood, I mean, I see all the guys as being regular dudes, but when it comes to Baron Corbin, if I was to see him, I would be legit on edge. I'd be alert, because he looks like the type of guy that'll actually kick ass. So that's relative to everybody. Now, I would book him like that. I would book him as a badass. I'd book him like the hard ass that he looks. I heard he does no boxing, so I mean, why wouldn't you want a legitimate ass kicker to be one of your top guys? Just book him. You don't have to put him over on like main people to make them look weak. Just put him over a lot of people. Yeah. Corbin, he reminds me of Kane. He moves like Kane. He has the hair like Kane. See, it seems like Baron Corbin's been burned already. He looks like a burn victim. But, I mean, he's not as thick as Kane, and he's not as heavy. But he does move like Kane, and I was thinking, like, man, they should... anytime I see Kane and Corbin interact with each other, there's always something there. Like, I know the most recent time, Kane came out to fucking beat up that dude that was stripped down to his underwear. And then when he was walking back, Corbin was coming out for his match. And once again, right there was something like between them. Like, there was I don't know, there was like a spark. Every time they're in the same area, there's a spark. And I think, didn't they go toe to toe during the Andre the Giant Battle Royal at the WrestleMania? I mean, that should tell you something. I know I can't be the only one that sees the resemblance. Or maybe I am. Today there was a lot of outside spots. I think there was more fighting outside the ring than there was inside the ring. I think every match had an outside spot. I mean, I'm getting tired of the outside spots. You don't always have to go to the outside. I understand if it's a rollout during the shoot. You feel like you're about to get your ass whooped, so you're trying to get out of there. But when you continuously throw people out of the ring, it's just, I don't know. It's too much for me. It's too much. Yep, they muted AJ's pop. I don't know, when he came out, everybody went crazy, and then all of a sudden it just died down. Dean Ambrose came out, but he had a pop, but it was a high-pitched pop. So y'all know what that means. During the match itself, Dean wasn't really favored. Towards the middle of it, you started hearing the boos, and I thought maybe I'm just hearing shit. He took the second. I know there was a submission that was strapped on. It was put on him twice. I don't remember which submission it was. But he got a rope break. Everybody booed him. He started hulking up like maybe 3 sequences after that. He started getting booed again. And this is leading up to the sequence where AJ is stuck in the 2 ropes between mid and the bottom rope and mid rope. He's stuck in between. And then we have Ambrose. The boos are getting to him, and at this point he gets pissed, so he hardways. He stiff kicks fucking AJ through the fucking ropes, and it's like, fuck, the way he landed was just so crazy. And I was like, damn, dude, that felt personal. But I mean, at the end of the day, AJ went over, new champion. It was a pretty alright pay-per-view because of that. Aside, it was just, it was everything a Backlash should have been. It wasn't one of the big 4, so I wasn't expecting like fucking crazy ass spots, and I sure hell wasn't fucking an NXT takeover, so I wasn't expecting like crazy ass fans like myself to be there. But aside from that, I guess we'll just be looking forward to Night of Champions, if I'm interested in that. I'm not high up on the Raw brand right now. Like King Ross says, it's a new era, but it's the same old shit. And that's true, man. It's